presentation.
Okay,
So.
then you're speaking on behalf of a group, so you have 5 minutes. Okay.
Members of the board, Chancellor Leslie, my name is Jerry Townsend. I'm a full-time adjunct teaching journalism in the Department of Media Communications at San Antonio College. I teach 5 classes, 25 students in each class. It's about double what anybody else is teaching in the program right now. In journalism, we teach that consider your source, and so I'll give you just a little bit of background about myself before I get into what I have to say to you. I retired with an early retirement incentive package in 1999, and then was asked back in 2001 as a part-time adjunct, and then by 2003 I became a full-time adjunct. So I had about 2 years as a part-time adjunct instructor, and then the last 7 I've been a full-time adjunct teaching a full schedule of classes. All this is after a career earlier as a political investigative reporter and columnist for daily newspapers. So why am I here? The reason I'm here is that I need your help. I've discussed some of the issues that I want to bring before you with members of our administration on my campus, and members of the district administration, and received encouragement and feel like we're on the way to making some major improvements, but I still believe that there's a lot of work to do, and I think it's going to take many more people than are involved at this point to move the ball forward. So I have a packet of materials to let you pass down. I think that's enough to handle the group. I need mine though. Okay. What got me started here? Well, this semester, for the 4th year in a row, I was not paid on time. And I had worked with various people in the past to get that corrected, and it happened again. So I started to look at the whole process of compensation, and I started to check into my own department to find out what was going on. Was I alone? Was I the only one that this was happening to? And I discovered that no, that I was not. I limited my research primarily to my own department, just to keep it doable, because I really just started about 10 days ago. And I've spoken to an awful lot of people in that time. Basically, I've identified 5 areas that I think need attention, and I think much of the work is already underway, but I think with the board involved and the full administration aware of what's on the table, and maybe we can do it faster and better than we could doing it gradually, one person at a time. So the first item on this is that the faculty, adjunct faculty district-wide, were paid on February 12th, the 6th week of the 16-week semester, if you count the week of preparation before the semester. Tenured and tenure-track faculty were paid January 15th, the 2nd week of the semester. That is unequal and unfair. There's attachments here illustrating the schedule of payment for adjunct faculty. Is attachment A. I discovered in looking through the policies that the grievance procedure is not available to adjunct faculty. As the policy said, I think the best thing to do about grievances is to solve them informally. Normally you can do a better job that way. I'm sorry? All right. The grievance procedure is available to all benefited college district employees, not include adjunct faculty. I've got a lot more here, illustrations attached, but I'm very close to running out of time. So I hope that you'll take a look at this and consider taking action on a policy level.
I was asked to give you another minute.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. That's very kind. Last semester, we received our contracts when we returned in January for the fall semester. That's very great disservice to adjunct faculty whose schedule changes from semester to semester and their compensation changes as a result. And that, I think, is a real disservice to all faculty to receive contracts after the semester is over, after we've completed our work. It does not protect the district, and it does not protect us. I have worked with deans, chairmen, secretaries, and Bob Ziegler, bless him, has worked tirelessly to try to solve problems of the sort that I'm describing about compensation. I think that needs to be centralized in district, and that we need to have fewer people involved in quicker resolution of some of the problems. We have a faculty member in, if I can have one more minute.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay. Okay, talk fast. He was my student 35 years ago. His name was Donnie Meals. He teaches music business. His pay was late. His insurance was canceled for himself, his wife, and his 2 children. The district was contacted by the attorney of his ex-wife, and $2,000 was paid in child support wrongly. He didn't know any of that because he didn't have information about what was going on, and the code on the check stub was not legible, not understandable, that is, I guess, is the best way to explain it. He's a good example of the kind of thing that happened. We had 2 faculty in radio television who went a full semester, 4 months, taught a full semester, and were paid at the end. This is the tip of the iceberg. And so we need to work on helping adjunct faculty help meet the goal is right, where is it? Being the best in the nation. We've got to do better for our faculty, particularly the adjunct faculty who really don't have a voice. I nominated myself. I was the only voter in the primary, and I won 1-0. And then in the general election, I won again 1-0, so that's why I'm standing here.
And you've done an excellent job.
And thank you.